Hello and welcome to the Annuity Show. I'm your host, Betsy Hume. I'm so excited to be joined by Elise Roberts. She is the expert behind the book, A Journey to Financial Security. And today we're going to talk a little bit about how to use immediate and deferred annuities to create a truly personalized retirement plan. Elise, thank you so much for joining me. I always love having you. You're such a wealth of information, but you break it down in such an easy to digest way, and I really appreciate that. I'm sure our viewers do as well. So let me ask you this. How do lifestyle factors like retirement age or other income sources affect which type of annuity a person should choose?
It affects it greatly because until we know lifestyle, until we know when you're going to need money, when you think you'll need it. Some people don't even know.
Right.
They say, I don't know when I'm going to need it, but I have this other money. So, then I need to know what they want to do with the other money. Was it earmarked for something that we can't really count on that? So then I have to work with these other monies. So asking the right questions, what is the current income? What's your income going to be when you retire?
Right.
How much do you need to live on guaranteed? Like right now, what are your expenses, your fixed cost? Let's try to get that covered first. We talk about your Social Security, we talk about other pensions, other monies, and then how much do we need to compensate for? How much do we need coming from the annuity to balance that? And then the annuity, hopefully, we'll pick the one that has increasing income, so we can increase, so we cover inflation, longevity. All of these things matter. So when designing an annuity, it's not simple. It's just not. And I wanted to say for years, I take care of all that, it's simple. I do take care of all of it. But you have to understand enough to know you're going to be okay. You do understand it. And I don't want you to do anything you do not understand, because that is a problem for us in the future. So depending on when you might need money, how long you want to defer that money, just different types of annuities and different questions that I have to ask to make sure you're getting the right one or the right ones.
Right.
So maybe we have this type of annuity for the first 5 years of your retirement, and because we need more money in the front, because you're still active, you're still young, you're still running and doing and traveling more.
Yeah.
And so you're thinking maybe the first 10 years, I need more money. So we position an annuity that will run out, so that the lifetime of income one is growing. And when this one runs out, these turn on.
Right.
And the money's still coming in higher. But now that one was gone to get you more money earlier.
Yeah.
So creating the right plan and designing it is important.
Yeah, and I love that, especially because I think it's so comforting for clients to know that you're not just going to slap the same cookie cutter plan on every person, that you really want to make sure it's tailored to each individual to suit their needs.
And one of the things that I have to say is it could be the same annuity used differently for different clients.
Right.
So in some cases, you might, or a client comes to me and says, my neighbor has this one, I want this one, and he said it's good. So we look at it just because they asked, which I know if it would have been, this is what we would have done or what we will do. But usually that may be not best for you.
Yeah.
It was great for that person because of a reason.
Yeah.
But it may not be the best for you. So just because someone likes theirs doesn't mean that's right for you. So we truly have to customize it. And again, this is so important that you have other advisors and that you don't use other advisors for annuities. They can't do it. They can't. I've tried it. And believe me, if anyone could have done everything and been everything to everyone, I would have done it. But you can't. I don't want to be everything to everyone anymore, because I believe that people miss out. Somebody gets hurt, and it would be the client.
Right.
So you need a specialist. If you're buying stocks, you need a stockbroker. Not me, because I don't do that anymore.
Yeah.
I did it for years, but I don't do it now. If you're wanting money in a mutual fund, an ETF, different types of retirement or different types of investments, you need those specialists. When it comes to annuities, you need to separate that.
Yeah.
And if you have one advisor for your risky money, that's a lot of different things they can do, but it's risky money. And one for your safe money. You get the best checks and balances. I want to be the safe money girl. I want to be the one that never loses your money and promise you that I will always be there to help you understand and work with it as we go.
Yeah.
let the other person take the risks, charge you all the fees, and lose your money.
Yep.
That won't be me.
Yep. So when you're custom tailoring a plan, what are some of the questions that you ask to make sure that you're getting all of their needs met?
I think part of that was what we just talked about, but I guess I didn't explain it as well as I should. Number one is, what is your income going to be when you retire?
Right.
Where's the money coming from? Is it Social Security? Do you have inheritance? Do you have a pension? How much are those things? And then what is your current fixed cost? I don't need to know what you spend, because everyone spends more than they have to. Not everyone, but most people. And then these are your fixed costs. So we have to make sure we have that covered. And sometimes we get that covered with other things. The annuity is the extra money. So we just don't know until we ask the right questions.
Yeah.
Your income now, income later, what is the longevity in your family? That doesn't mean that would be you, but it's a good gauge.
But it's an indicator, yeah.
And if someone says, well, my parents both died young, they were killed in a car wreck or something like that, that's not something that says you don't have longevity.
Sure.
That was a one-off.
Yeah. So let me ask you this. Can annuities work together to create an income ladder or an income bridge to help
What
cover?
I love is laddering them, because what we just talked about is we take this type and this one here for the first 5 years,
Right.
and that's a 5-year annuity, because we know we have a purpose for that and we want to be done with that, because we needed to do certain things, so we need more money out, so we structure that. Then the second one that we did them at the same time. We did the 5-year, the 7-year, the lifetime one. And so they all play a part. So layering annuities is excellent. And having more than one is usually the case now, because you have different types of money too.
Yeah.
You might have an IRA and you have money that you just inherited, or you have cash that you want to make sure and protect that as well. But you want the opportunity to grow more. So laddering annuities is really a great key way to protect yourself for the long haul.
Yeah, and I think that's something, I didn't realize. I kind of figured, you get an annuity or you get 2 annuities and you're just getting them all at once, but there's a real strategy to how to lay them out and how they work with each other to give you the best results. That's amazing.
And having that minimum annual meeting, as many times as someone wants to see me, I will see them. But once a year, I have a requirement that we sit face to face, whether it's Zoom, in person in the office, or even a phone call, because we have to talk about what's changed. Someone passed and there's inheritance. Or, I'm not going to need as much. I can wait longer. Or I'm turning 73. We have a flag in our office that catches those RMDs. Okay, you have to do that this year. Are you taking it from the annuity, or are we taking it from somewhere else?
Right.
Because those are choices they have. They don't have to take it out of that annuity. And we're speaking of the requirement of the distribution in qualified money. It's called a mandatory requirement, RMD, required minimum distribution. Okay.
Well, as always, I hate to say that we're out of time. I wish I could stay with you all day and learn everything. But before we go, I want to take a quick second to encourage you to reach out to Elise and her team. As you heard, there are incredible strategies that you can implement to make sure that all your bases are covered, make sure that you have everything you need in your retirement years to really enjoy yourself and just have no worries about your financial future. Give her a call at 888-526-4184, or you can scan that QR code that you see on your screen. Thank you so much for joining us here on the Annuity Show. I can't wait to see you next time.